Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Number one. Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Housing Development Progress. In Nigeria. Housing Development Progress. In Africa. Housing Development Program and the globe. Number one, Housing Development Program.
Home ownership is still an aspiration among a majority of Nigerians. Millions of Nigerians struggle for affordable housing amidst the real estate boom for many low-income Nigerian families, especially those with children. Once the bare essentials are paid, such as for house rent and basic food and clothing, the paycheck is gone. There is nothing left to go towards saving for a better shelter or a better life. Affordable housing becomes a key issue when a majority of the population is not able to buy houses at the market price. It is therefore the responsibility of the public and private sectors to cater to the rising demand for affordable housing. This is Housing Development with your Housing Diva, Flora Annie. Let's see the trending news in the sector. I will be back.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, has issued a 3-month ultimatum to owners of uncompleted buildings and undeveloped plots across the Federal Capital City to immediately develop their properties or risk losing them. This was contained in a document dated October 21, 2024 and signed by the coordinator, Abuja Metropolitan Management Council, AMMC, Chief Felix Obwa, and made available to media on Monday in Abuja. Obwa said that failure to comply with this directive, the administration may take appropriate action which shall include revocation of titles and demolition of such abandoned structures. This move, according to the FCTA, was necessitated by what it described as the rapid expansion of shanties and squatters within uncompleted buildings and undeveloped plots across the city. The Nigerian Institute of Town Planners (NITP) has clarified that a city's master plan is not a one-off document, but a continuous review of the town planning to responsive changes for expansion, either due to economic development or social need of the society. National President of NITP, Town Planner Nathaniel Atebije, made the disclosure during the institution's 55th Annual General Meeting and Press Conference titled "Of Fraud and Flood in Enugu." Atebije noted that the most devastating fraud taking place in Nigeria today is environmental fraud, which he described as illegal manipulation or misrepresentation of environmental data, activities or conditions for financial gain or to avoid regulatory compliance, such as falsifying environmental impact assessments, concealing population, engaging in illegal waste disposal, or misreporting emissions level. Atebije highlighted that development goes beyond a master plan, adding that planning is a continuous process as cities continue to increase in size because of investments. So also is the cost of dynamism of the growth of a city, hence the reason for the provision of monitoring. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has assured commitment to the realization of the state's comprehensive fiscal development plans. The governor gave this assurance during the Lagos Fiscal Planning Summit, themed Rethinking Lagos, a new vision for a regional and integrated megacity. Sanwo-Olu said the summit marked a milestone in the collective efforts to realize the comprehensive fiscal development plans for Lagos State. To accelerate the realization of the vision of making Lagos a 21st century economy alongside other pillars of the state's blueprint, the governor said that his administration embarked on the reorganization of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development to enhance its efficiency in serving the people.
For full details of the news, do out to visit www.africanhousingnews.com. When starting a building project, it is mandatory to get building plan approval, which is a permit from appropriate authorities in Nigeria before construction can commence. Getting a building plan approval is an indication that the building complies with the building laws and regulations. So, it is expected that an individual or a developer get building approval before mobilizing to the site and adhere strictly to them while construction is going on. But then, what do we see happening these days? Buildings under construction collapsing like a pack of cards. How do we correct this? Take a listen to this housing expert.
Building collapse in Nigeria is sure making rounds on the news almost on a daily. The year 2024 records a number of building collapses reported from different states of the country, especially in Lagos State, from the collapse of a 7-story structure still under construction at First Avenue in the Banana Island area of Ikoyi to Jos in Plateau State, where at least 22 people, including students, were confirmed dead and over 100 trapped after a 2-story building of the St. Academy building in Plateau State's Busa Buji community collapsed. The eastern part of Nigeria was also not spared in this catastrophe, as it will be recalled that a 3-story building still under construction collapsed in June in Obingwu, Ukwa, West Local Government Area of Abia, killing 5 site workers. Also, a 2-story building under construction in Amangu, Ohokobe, Indumi, Umahia North Local Government Area of Abia State collapsed in October 2024. Still in October, Lagos, which is reported to have the highest cases of building collapses, was struck with yet another tragedy on Monday when a 3-story building suddenly collapsed on Amusu Street, Bale bus stop, Orile, Igamo area of the state. Speaking to some experts on the issue of reoccurring building collapse in Nigeria, they gave insights.
We have identified so many factors that could have led to that. But it's like the more we discuss, the more collapses happening. When you hear a story building collapsing, you find out that an approval was given for 4. The developer wants to make it 6. And this is truly a case of indiscipline, because you cannot get an approval for 4 floors to end up adding another 2 or even 1, because the foundation itself and the structure is meant to carry 4, not 6 or above. And so this lack of compliance to an approved building plan is one of the major causes.
On what penalties and punishments government can issue out defaulters of the built environment, they gave their views.
Professionals involved in collapsed buildings should be identified and sanctioned if found liable. Time has come for government to create what I call a special building collapse tribunal. And that has to be done speedily to handle such cases.
Government should be able to punish people adequately. And if reports are given and it's being put on the shelves, nobody gets intimidated, nobody gets punished, nobody gets cautioned. So it's like we continue as we have been doing. So except there is a penalty, people completely, brought to book. And let us have at least a scapegoat. If you do this under your leadership, this is what will happen to you. You'll either be removed or you'll be dismissed, and then you now face the law. Why you have to be imprisoned, be imprisoned. Why you have to be demoted, be demoted. Why you have to be removed from office, be removed from office. Then developers in the same way. It's not just confiscating the land. No, put them in prison. When their personality is being brought and they are put in prison for a number of years, depending upon the extent of damage to lives and properties, then they will be cautious to do that.
Regulatory bodies must wake up to their responsibility of making sure that codes and standards of their building projects are followed to the letter and effect discipline to defaulters to avoid these continuous trends.
Welcome back. While we talk of affordable housing, it does not mean substandard housing. A former president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, a council for the regulation of engineers in Nigeria, Engineer Kashim Ali, in this interview coming up, narrates the need for key players in the industry to abort every form of compromise while erecting structures. Take a listen.
Stakeholders in the built environment have decried the need for an efficient and effective quality control in relation to construction of structures and buildings in Nigeria. During an interview with Housingdevelopment crew, the past president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers (NSE) and the Council for the Regulation of Engineers in Nigeria (COREN), Engineer Kashim Ali, he narrated the need for key players in the industry to abort every form of compromise when erecting structures, as the slightest deviation from standard could result in detrimental situation, in most cases building collapse.
Once there's a collapse, it means something is wrong with the quality control, and it could be pure negligence, mistake, or abuse. For instance, there are controls for what should be the size of your foundation for every site. And every site is unique. You treat every site as a unique. Even if you are looking at an estate, every foundation is unique. It must be quality of work that has to be ascertained. The quality of the soil has to be ascertained to determine the kind of structure that can come on it. So where you have one or two coming down, it means there has been negligence on the part of the designer and the implementer. So either way, once there's a collapse, there's already a compromise of the quality.
According to him, preferring solutions to curbing incessant building collapse in the country as a result of improper quality control, there was need for professionals to be given maximum control of site work, as they have the prerequisite to militate against and detect any form of structural error.
The best way to control that or curtail is to have professionals working on such sites. A professional who is on site knows the consequences of any compromise, because in the event of a failure, there will be an investigation. There's always an audit trail, and you can determine what happened. Is it the quality of the concrete, the mix design, or so? Whoever is responsible can be traced and dealt with. But where there are no professionals, then it's like a free market. Nobody, anything goes. So the result is what you get.
Investors were, however, charged to ensure they adhere to building standards, as these would better save costs. And in cases where professionals default, licenses of such operators are usually withheld as punitive measures against compromise of quality.
Engineer Kashim Ali there, speaking on the need for effective quality control in the construction industry. This is Housing Development. Coming up next is Property Hunters. Let's see the housing deals for today. This is Property Hunters, and today I have hunted a very unique, very luxurious property for you. I am at the Clinton Luxury Estate, and I'm going to be having the GM home ownership here with me. I'll be talking about this unique luxurious estate. Good to have you on the show, Ms. Oscar.
Thank you, madam. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, so tell us about this estate. What's happening here?
Oh, you're welcome to the Navy Town. This is El Salem Nigeria Limited, we are the developer of the Clinton Castle located here inside the Navy Town, Asokoro. Yeah. Of course, you could see what we are doing here. We are building 5 and 4 bedroom luxury detached duplexes here inside the Navy Town. You can come with me up there so that I can show you exactly what is going on in the environment.
Let's take a tour.
Yeah, you can see this one. This one is at the plastered stage now. It's roofed. Everything is going to come up well like the 3D I sent to you.
All right.
Yes. So this is one of the major roads that leads to various houses here in the state. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you can see, we are still cutting some levels in order to build. Building is going to come up here too, and also there. See. So we'll go up. You can see the serenity of the environment. So superb, very clean and neat.
Tell us, where is this location?
Asokoro.
And I understand it's just a few minutes drive to the presidential Aso Rock Villa.
That's correct. That's very correct.
Construction is ongoing.
Yes, construction is ongoing. Of course, from here now you can feel the texture of the quality of materials we are using. We are not compromising. Everything is of good quality. Look at the blocks. Yeah, we've done with the concrete cement mixture. Everything here is of good, great quality. Of course, the Navy have their own, technical team that do come and inspect what we are doing, because I told you from the beginning it's in conjunction with the Navy holdings, So they have their own team that normally come to inspect what we are doing.
So what facilities will subscribers enjoy here when they came to your project?
Good. A good asphalted road, security, CCTV. Of course, we are looking at putting solar lights on each of the building. It's going to come up with solar lights, at least 3.5, 2.5 kVA in each of the building. Security here is top notch. Security is part of it. We are going to have a gym center where people here will come every morning and register to be, gymming and stuff like that in order to be very, very fit. Yes.
All right.
Good.
So how soon are we going to see this completed?
Before this time next year.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, before this time next year.
So we're looking at a 5-bedroom duplex?
5-bedroom duplex.
Are there different house types here?
No, 5-bedroom duplexes.
And what does it come with? All in suites?
All in suites. All the whole rooms are in suites, and with walking-in closets. Of course, a very good POP designs, lightnings, good furniture you can talk about in the world. It's going to come out superb. We are not compromising quality here. Everything is going to be of high standard.
And how much is one unit going for?
Oh, good. Fully completed, we are doing for 400 for now. Then we also have option of giving a carcass, because sometimes most people would like to do their own finishing to their taste and stuff like that. So on that note, we decided to have option for carcass. And the carcass is going to come with roofed, plastered. Of course, some mechanical aspects will be, the piping is done and stuff like that. So that will be for going for 320. Okay,
but for anybody that wants to subscribe now, since you're at this level, is there a kind of special instrumental payment for the person, or is outright purchase?
Very well, very good. Of course, outright payment attracts a 5% discount, instant.
Okay.
Yes.
But you have a flexible payment plan?
Yes,
for somebody that wants to key into that?
We have a payment plan of 25 months. At least within a year, we expect you to complete the payment.
Okay, so if you're paying outrightly,
yes, that attracts 5%. But when you're paying instrumentally, no discount.
This is Property Hunters, and right now I'm here at another location searching for the best housing deals for you. I'm going to be checking out this housing estate right now, so come along with me. This luxury royal plain estate is seated on a 4.6 hectare land located in a very strategic, secure and serene environment of Duse district along Apollo Kogona Highway. The 4-bedroom villa has a 265 square meters net floor area, 1-room BQ, 6 toilets, 2 car parking space, family lounge. All rooms are en suite with fitted kitchen cabinets and pre-automation wiring. Now we have the 4-bedroom twin semi-villa. It's on a 280 square meters net floor area, 1 room 7 quarters, all rooms en suite, 3 car parking spaces, family lounge, and all rooms comes with wardrobe and home automation. This is still the luxury Royal Plain Estate in Apollo Duse, the Federal Capital Territory. This area where I'm standing right now is where we have the 4-bedroom terrace duplexes. Each comes with a BQ, and when completed, these are going to be smart homes. Beautiful, beautiful smart homes. As you can see, we have good access road in this estate. We have the basic amenities to make your living very, very comfortable. The DME Luxury Royal Plain Estate, 4-bedroom terrace duplexes, all going for sale. So why not rush now, hurry up now while we still have this unit available. Let's go check out the other areas. Let's check out the 5-bedroom villa. It's on a 385 square meters net floor area, 1 room 7 quarters, all rooms en suite, 5 cars parking space, a family lounge. All rooms comes with a wardrobe and home automation. All the house types you've seen right here, all the housing units are all available at the DME Luxury Plain Estate located in Apollo Duse in the Federal Capital Territory. See that number showing on your screen? Call it right now. Let's get talking. Very good housing deals there indeed on Property Hunters. Moving on, the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners at its 55th International Conference and Annual General Meeting conferred honorary fellowships upon distinguished individuals. Our correspondent will give full details.
The Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, NITP, has conferred honorary fellowships upon distinguished individuals including General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, Governor of Katsina State, Malam Diko Umar Rada, and Barrister Festus Adebayo, CEO of Fesadeb Media Group and convener of the Africa International Housing Show during the 2024 NITP Annual Conference and AGM in Enugu State. The recipients were honored for their remarkable contributions to urban planning and the development of Nigeria's built environment. In his remarks, after receiving the award, Governor Diko Umar Rada expressed his gratitude to the NITP for recognizing the efforts being made in Katsina State.
We thank the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners for recognizing the efforts we are making in our various states. And then I also thank Almighty Allah for making this possible. This should be as a source of inspiration to all of us and source of courage to enable us to achieve more in the area of that. And then I believe that if governments are going to put efforts in the development of town planning, will reduce drastically the effect of the flood disasters that we are witnessing in the country today. So I think we are moving, and we are thankful to the organizers. And I believe that if you look at the caliber of the people that are giving us this award, and then if you look at the professionalism of all of them, it really shows that it's something that we should hold with value, and it's something that will give us enough courage to go and perform in discharging the mandate given to us by the people.
Barrister Festus Adebayo, upon receiving the honorary fellowship, expressed his surprise and appreciation for the recognition, saying he sees it as a call to do more in promoting town planning and urban development across the country.
The notice for this honorary fellowship of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners came to me as a surprise. And therefore, I see this as a call to do more. And in fact, it's a call to duty for me. It's a call to put town planning, urban planning, as number one in my journey of promoting Nigeria housing and construction industry.
In his address, Town Planner Sir Donatus C. Obialo, chairman of the College of Fellows, emphasized the responsibility that comes with the fellowship. Sir Obialo also reminded the recipients that as fellows they are expected to lead by example and contribute to the development of the profession and the built environment. NITP National President Town Planner Nathaniel M. Atebije also highlighted the importance of integrity, wisdom and ethical conduct for the newly inducted fellows.
I want to call on all of us, distinguished fellows of the Institute, honorary fellows of the Institute, and honorary members of this institute, that you must hold yourself accountable. You should be willing to accept responsibility for your actions and decisions. Acknowledge mistakes when they occur and striving to correct them. By being accountable, you maintain the integrity of the institute and reinforce the trust placed in you.
Other fellows and honorary members expressed their excitement and pledged to continue their efforts towards advancing urban planning and development in Nigeria. They committed to mentoring younger professionals and playing a vital role in shaping the future of town planning in the country.
They have just honored and awarded the most prestigious position in town planning to a lot of members in the institute that have committed so much of their time, money and effort to the progress of the institute. For you to get to this level, you must have sacrificed your money, your time, your intellect, your everything to the progress of the profession. And then you must have mentored younger planners to become registered planners and then to become active members. Most of us have engaged in so many things with town planning.
As an awardee, I feel very privileged to be recognized and be conferred honorary membership of a very distinguished professional body, the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners. It goes to show that there are organizations out there who still recognize integrity, recognize hard work, recognize creativity.
The ceremony also honored other notable figures as honorary members, including Flora Ani, Executive Director of Africa International Housing Show and Housing TV Africa, Prince Sam Ogi, MD and CEO of Delta Mega Trend Nigeria Limited, Professor Onikbe Adabenege Yahaya, Architect Dr. Saeed Al-Khali Kori, Group CEO of ThinkLab Group, Group CEO of ThinkLab Group, and Basi Basi, Executive Director of Hip City Innovation Center. The prestigious event was attended by professionals across various sectors, all gathered to celebrate the accomplishments and commitment of these distinguished individuals in shaping Nigeria's urban landscape.
Congratulations to all the inducted new fellows of the Institute and especially to my executive producer, Barrister Fesadeb, for a well-deserved honor. I must also thank the president of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, Town Planner Nathaniel Atebije, for counting him worthy to be inducted as a fellow of the Institute.
I'm Debbie Erb. I work for OPIC in the United States and keep watching the Affordable Housing Development Program.
Hope has been rekindled for Greater Lagos at the just concluded maiden edition of the Lagos Fiscal Planning Summit, which was recently held in Lagos State. The groundbreaking event, themed Rethinking Lagos, a new vision for a regional and integrated mega city, attracted esteemed political leaders, urban planners and experts who raise and prefer solutions to the challenges in fiscal planning in Lagos State.
Hope has been rekindled for a greater Lagos at the just concluded maiden edition of the Lagos Fiscal Planning Summit that held in Lagos. The event is aimed at addressing critical fiscal planning challenges in Lagos State, fostering regional integration, enhancing infrastructure development, and promoting responsible urban growth to meet the demands of a rapidly expanding population, accountability, and community engagement. The two-day summit with the theme Rethinking Lagos, a new vision for a regional and integrated megacity, attracted esteemed political leaders, urban planners and experts who raised and preferred solutions to challenges in fiscal planning in Lagos State. In his opening remarks, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu expressed pride in launching the important event, which he described as very crucial in advancing Lagos as a 21st century economy and aligning fiscal development with global best practices.
As planners, we need to be audacious, we need to be ambitious, and we need to be very creative, and ensuring that we can indeed plan for the future. We can plan to build cities where centers like this can be replicated, entertainment centers can be further built. We believe that it is only a guiding like this, it's only an environment like this, that we all can join together and bring about lasting solution, reminders, new thoughts, new ideas that can help secure this mega city state that we all call home and a place of work.
Speaking at the event, the former governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Raji Fashola, called on town planners to be more vocal and proactive in registering their visions and expertise in the Lagos Megacity Master Plan.
The town planner has not been as vocal as it should be, especially in this environment. The town planner has not taken the driver's seat. If the town planner decides on these critical development plans, including the rail, as Lagos State has commendably done, it is the responsibility of the economic planner to put numbers to them. This will form the basis of, on the back of a conference such as this. And we got all of the planners in Lagos and to come and lead us into a law that will work.
The greater percentage of the average Nigerian cannot afford adequate housing, while others pay not just over 30% but over 50% of their monthly income on housing, which is cost burden. This has an adverse effect on their standard of living, as what is left is insufficient to cater for other needs such as food, clothing, medical bills, and a whole lot more. One of the most important things that any government can address is housing affordability, where those in the low-income group can afford to own a house. This will definitely reduce the rate of homelessness in the society, as well as the huge housing deficit. On that note, I call it a wrap on today's episode of Housing Development. Thanks for watching. I remain your Housing Diva, Flora Ani. See you soon.